Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Daily Dose. I'm your host, PB, and today on Dynasty Scrolls, in the aftermath of the maintenance update and all the hype, your boy PB started to notice some things that he might not be as impressed as he originally was. So, we're definitely going to have to cover that. Of course, it is the last day of the Celebrate Festival, so make sure you're not skipping out on that. Make sure you're grabbing your exchanges. You can't buy any of the packages, you can't earn any more of the currency, so make sure you spend it all or miss out. Don't miss out. Also, an interesting thing to note is Limited Heroes has popped up, so the long awaited, much anticipated event is arrived on the channel. So, of course, we're going to cover that in a second. But before we jump into that, something that I noticed for the replace is it's not, it's similar, but it's different to Dynasty Heroes. Unfortunately, I can't put in Lil Q here, and I can't put in Little Q and then get Dao copies. I basically swap the statistics of Dao so +9 Dao into Little Q's body, and now she becomes +9 Lil Q. So, what I would have liked in a perfect world situation was to fuck this Little Q off and get copies of Dao the one that I'm going to use, and then build Dao to 5-star. However, that is not how this works. So, it is not converting the shards of Little Q into Dao shards, it's literally just replacing. Which, of course, is what it says on the screen. I'm aware. Um, Maybe I got a little bit ahead of myself. I don't really see how this is going to help a lot of players, though. Uh, Arguably, if you decided to go, look, man, PB, I made a horrendous mistake. Chow Chow, my puppy dog, is just not phenomenal. He doesn't freeze enough. I hear Lu Bu is the best hero in the game. I'll be like, bro, I got you. You're absolutely 100% right. Lu Bu is the greatest hero in the game. If you wanted to swap that out, you could then replace your Xiao Xiao copy for Lu Bu, and you would get all the statistics that your Xiao Xiao had, and you could, of course, swap that over to Lu Bu. However, you still need a Lu Bu copy, which is odd. So you still need the base fucking copy of Lu Bu to do it. If it's not here, you can't add it. So there is that. So you still need to have invested a little bit in terms of getting the Gen 5 hero you want to go across to. Same with Takugawa. I mean, it's odd, right? It's not like you could just select a hero to add from a list. Although let's just show this as an example. Um, as you can see, I can't select either of these. Even though I can swap to them, I don't have them lit up, so I can't actually replace it into that. The only one I can do is Chosokabe because I have obviously Chosokabe. So it is limited application, although it is a less expensive way of swapping across to other nations. If you decide you no longer want to play those nations, you could do that. Another thing is to get the required essence. One thing that I didn't notice before was obviously trials is complicated enough. You need to be at stage 150. So I've been grinding out the baby way account to unlock this as well. There's little floating moon fans in the around the place. There's a couple of them actually. So I assume you need to get to elite or epic instance challenge and beat that in order to get the additional moon shards or whatever the hell those fan things that are floating. That's another observation. Obviously, they've restricted it very similar to the Trials Tower ability. So if I go into the shop, yada yada yada, main shop, let's go. So Trial Shop here, you need to get to 200 trial stars or 150 trial stars between the two of them, right? So 150 for the moon dance, and this is the demon's roar, which is 200 trial shards. That's going to take you a very long time to do it. There's no way to speed that up or expedite it. You cannot buy additional attempts each day. So, my advice is try to push as far as you possibly can before you can't complete the 1 stars. Then go back to the beginning and do the 2 stars. Rinse and repeat. That's the way I'm going to tackle it. Um, Obviously, you can only buy 2 of these a day, and you need, I think, 10 to do 1 legendary swap. So I'm going to get a couple of those reserved for when I decide to replace. If I ever do decide to replace, for argument's sake, I want to test out Chow Chow instead of Lubu, or vice versa, or whatever it is, whatever flights of crazy fancy take me. We could try that out. But in terms of the other things that did pop up, one thing to interestingly note is you can now activate inscribing on your combo charms. The cost of a legendary and epic is the same, so it's 15 of these yin and yang charm spirit essence. And of course, it's only 10 for this. I'm assuming if you did do it, if you reverted all your shit back to the beginning, you would of course get all of the statue little charm thingy bobs back. That's an assumption. Obviously, I can't select which ones. I need to do it in order that it appears. So let's just activate that. There we go. So we got attack, defense, HP, yada yada yada, and a tiny power boost. The next thing is very expensive. Obviously, we need 50 of them. So you're probably like, so where do we get those? That's a fantastic question. It's an annoying question, but it's a fantastic question because it's annoying because the only way to get these things is by here. You can get 30 a day. It's going to cost you 1,000. Obviously, I didn't have that many to buy, um, which kind of sucks. You can quick raid now though, which is a bonus. So if you want to do quick raid, I'll give you an example. I'll waste some of these. Let's go quick raid. Select the grizzly, select the elephant, whatever you want to do. You can times 2 it or you can times 1 of it. It's up to you. Basically, we'll just times 2 it. It is what it is. And yeah, it's as simple as that. So it's dangerous. You could go through all your tokens. Just be aware of that. But I'm trying to get the elephant and the grizzly up to level 700 so I can get some more charm spirits. Interestingly enough, they aren't in lower brackets, which sucked. But yeah, there you go. That's where you get your charm spirits from. It's going to be another event that you just kind of grind out for. And as you saw, like the power bonus wasn't fantastic, but everybody is eventually going to want to do it regardless. Because, everybody uses combo charms, so the powerfuler they are, the better that they can get maxed out. It makes sense, right? In terms of functionality, everybody's going to be doing it. Now, is there anything else that we can cover? Demon's Roar or the Demon's Behemoth thing is not up yet. That's Tuesday, so probably later tomorrow it'll be up because we're a day ahead in Australia. I think that's pretty much it. In terms of limited heroes, this is probably what everybody was like, shut up and talk about this. Let's just grab these ones out. So you're going to get your stock standard activeness. So make sure you're being active each day. It's going to cost you 12,000 gold to get 40 additional tokens. Is it worth it? Yes. So let's just grab those. So at the moment, we've got 87 just chilling there. The point systems are weird because it says Way Legendary Hero Shard, and you get 300 of them. Ignore that. Just click on this little thing down here. Basically, it's a selection chest, and you get 300 for spot 1, 220, 160, 120, 90, 60, and 30. Depending on where you rank, you need to have done at least minimum 60 pulls, which is 600 points, to get on the leaderboard. That's not a guarantee you'll get a reward, however. Be mindful of that. Unfortunately, you're going to have whales in any server bracket that you're in, so spend wisely and strategize. If you are not needing to build some of these heroes, then I would suggest saving up your tokens for when you can get on the leaderboard or when it's more applicable for your team. But in terms of ranking, it looks like Ven is doing the slow roll right now. I assume Ven and Axel are probably going to top this out. Maybe Vengito or Vengado, sorry. I mean, we're all building. We already know. You know it. I know it. We're building Lubu, right? There's no reason to be flirtatious. There's no teasing involved today. We are going to build Lubu, of course, on this channel. Um, the question is, do I want to spend my money on God's blessing in the form of tokens, or do I want to wait until the shards may appear? So, if you didn't know, sometimes the premium package appears with 120 shards or a selection chest, equates to that of the newest hero, being the Generation 5 ones. I mean, look, if you want to gamble, I guess there's some value to be had here. All up, if I bought every single package, I think it'd cost me around $240 to $250, give or take. Mm, yeah, I think it's like 240, 250. It's a bit of an investment. How many would I get? Ultimately, I don't know. What is that? Let's count this out. So if I bought all these packages, it'd be 75 plus 30, so that's 105, 125, 140, 148. And of course, if I spend all of this, you get the recharge rebate. So, I mean, we probably have over 200, maybe even 300 tokens. Um, what I'd like to point out is there's no rebate system for this event. So, if you're thinking of spending, maybe it's not a good idea. I personally have decided. Well, I say I've decided. I've put it out there. I said to the Mr. Bank. I said, Mr. Bank, if there is a way to capitalize and get good value, it would be through rebating either by VIP or having guaranteed pity systems. Unfortunately, there is no pity system. Um, it kind of fucking sucks. I'm not gonna lie, it does. They need a fucking pity system. They've had it in the past. I don't know why they've excluded it for certain limited time events. They had it for the Time Hero. Granted, it was a very expensive one, but it was a guaranteed copy if you decided to drop money on it. Um, I mean, it is what it is, right? But for those that are free to play, that are new to this whole gotcha program, it's a 0.18% chance to get the legendary in its full copy, which is 120 shards. If you want to get the shard selection chest between 1 and 3 heroes in that selection chest, it is a 30% probability. Then you have a whopping 70% chance to get epics to drop. To get on the leaderboard, you need 60 points. So basically 60 spins, 600 points. The event lasts for 3 days. Day 4, it concludes and you get your shit in your bag, depending on how you ranked. At the moment, we've got 87. I'll do a couple just to demonstrate. If anyone's curious, Sao Shao is the newest one for Wei Nation. Shu Nation has Guan Yu. Wu Nation has Zhao Yu. And of course, Lubu is for the Warlord Nation. In terms of the drop rates, you can check each one of these ones out in your own leisure. Basically, this guy's a beast. This guy here, he likes to burn the world down with his, fire deity ability. Pretty savage. This guy here, interestingly enough, becomes immune to certain things like stun and silence. He also buffs his own damage at 4-star. I remember that from the previous video. And of course, Sao Shao, everybody's favorite puppy dog. He is the way in terms of freezing everybody round one. So, I mean, he's versatile in his own right. He's not really a DPS. He's really just there for control. The DPS on that nation, of course, is Mr. Big Sword. And, I mean, look, arguably, I'd say this guy here with his bleed combination and Danwei with his burst damage, they get the job done. They get the stuns out, they get the bleeds out, they get the job done. But yes, in a nutshell, we will be doing some pulls. I will give you some examples, of course. Don't want to leave you hanging. There you go. So we got lucky. We managed to pull one of those. We can get some epics, of course, some more warlords. Some more warlord chests. It is what it is, right? It's fairly, very, very much the same. I mean, we'll do a 10 bomb. Let's see if we get anything lucky. There we go. So we got some shards. Typically speaking, you'll get about 6 shards per 10 bomb. of the legendary variety, sometimes more, sometimes less, but most of the time it's around 6 per 10 bomb. I mean, that's just the statistics behind it because it's a 30% drop rate. And of course, each chest can contain between 1 and 3 shards. So, I mean, it is a surefire way to build the hero, but I mean, really, let's be honest, you're just gambling. Do we want to do all of them? I mean, we could just do all of them. Screw it, we might as well do all of them. Why are we here? I don't really, it doesn't matter too much if I do 500 in a row, if I do 100 in a row. Let's just keep going for Warlord. We might get lucky. It's a very, 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 very small percentage, as you can see. We actually didn't do too bad on that pull. We got 9 shards, I believe. Let's do some solos, get some solo action going on. I mean, people have their own little rituals and they go, oh, you shouldn't do single pulls. Don't believe them. It makes zero difference. We can do some 10 bombs. Oh, well, hello there. Well, hello. Thank you for joining me, Lubu. As you can see, we just got one then. Let's do a backup spin. Let's see if we can get another one. You never know. You never know, game. Imagine if 2 of those dropped. That would be fun. And last but not least, to torture everyone else, the slow roll. What are we? We're ranked 5th at the moment. We won't be there for much longer. But there you go. So that's it in a nutshell. As you could see, we did get very, very lucky on that draw. We managed to get a full, complete copy. Spoiler alert, we actually have a full copy of, what's this guy's name? Tokugawa as well, if we decide to build him later on. But yeah, there we go. Alubu, the Flying General, guaranteed build. Actually, I'd say that's almost a guaranteed. I want to say, where is it? So, how many of those shards did we get out of 80 pools? So we got 59 shards. Not too bad. Not too bad out of 87 pools. 59 shards. It's about right. Maybe a little bit low. But that's okay. And of course, we have 55 shards chilling here of him as well, so we can always get Lubu out of there. Um, I think that's almost, well, it's definitely a 2-star. Oh, we're halfway there to a 3-star. Okay, so we probably will spend a little bit to get this guy up to 4-star, 5-star. But yeah, thank you so much for watching so far. Stay tuned for when I decide to build this bad boy. Probably be in the next video. We'll probably end up doing some educated bank. Consult my bank account whether or not we can afford to do some big pulls. But yes, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. And thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comment section below if you also got lucky today.